Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my video. If you are new here, welcome to this family. Be sure to subscribe and to turn on that notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you are among the first people to be notified. So guys, today is a whole different type of video. It is a story time and I am about to tell you guys how I was conned. Easy streets, my friend. People are really looking for money and they're using any means possible to get that money, and some of these means involve like conning people, lying to people and all that. So this is my story, and my story is from way back in 2018-2019. so that's when it happened, because that's when I was doing whatever I am about to tell you. So yeah, so let's get started. Let's get to hear the story. Now this is it guys. Back in the days, that is in 2018-2019, that is part of 2019, I was betting. So this is what happened. So I used to bet. I was a student then. I used to bet, and sometimes I would be lucky to win a few coins, and most of the time I used to lose, but lucky enough I was not this type of a person who is confident enough to use a lot of money, like to bet with a lot of money. So most of the time I used to bet with a 50 bob, and wakati maybe I have won, then I would risk 100 bob, but not more than that. So here comes a time that it seems betting was becoming friendly. Let me say friendly, because I would place a bet and I would be lucky to get, or like to win several times. And because of that, now I had accumulated some coins, and I was saving those coins just because there's this person who used to post some ons. As you all know guys, if you've been betting or even not betting, you've seen people posting things they call sure ons and all that. So I was following this guy and he was posting ons and some receipts, and then after the game is over, he would come back with the same receipt. Apparently I came to know that it's not like the same receipt. They used to make changes. So yeah, they used to come back, post the same receipt and post some or like the result for that match, and then when you compare the two, you'd be very convinced that yes, this guy had sure ons. So I saved some coins because I wanted to buy the sure ons from him, as he used to say that when you buy sure ons from him, you would get, or rather you'd be able to place a bet with very little money, and in the long run get a lot of money in return, because his ons were up to like 80, sometimes they would go up to like 100. So you can already guess that if you have 80 ons and then you maybe place around let's say 100 bob, you'd get a lot of money. Not so much money, but you know that those people who used to risk like 500 bob, 1,000 bob, so those guys would get a lot of money if it was true that these ons were sure. So yeah, so I saved some coins and I gathered all my courage and told myself that this is the day that I'm now going to buy those sure ons, place the bet, and then by the next day have a lot of money, enough to compensate all the money that I had lost in betting ever since I started betting, and maybe even have some extra money to, you know, to do some things, to buy some stuff for myself and all that. So yeah, so I took the money, I deposited it in M-Pesa, because some of it I earned it in cash. So I deposited the money to M-Pesa, and then I went ahead to send this guy the money. So after sending him the money, I forgot to say that this guy had a Telegram channel, so that's where most of his followers were like getting his communications and all that. But when it comes to him sending you the receipts now after you've paid, he won't send you inbox. So yeah, so I sent the money to him. First of all, I talked to him through his inbox. We talked, we agreed on the amount that I was to pay for a certain number of ons. I sent the money, and then the guy sent a receipt that now I was to, to use to place the bet. The receipt that had the games that I was supposed to place the bet for. So I took the receipt. I went ahead to place the bet with the remaining amount of money that I had in my M-Pesa. And after that, I sat waiting now to get a congratulations message. You have won 80,000 plus money. Apparently, some of the games were to be, or some of the matches were to be played late in the night, that is around 3 a.m. So I slept, and I told myself I should not even bother staying awake to to follow the games, to watch the games online and see how they go, because I know these odds are very, very sure, as the guy used to say. So all I want is just to wake up to a congratulations message, yeah, of a lot of money. But my friend, this is what happened. So I placed the bet, I go to bed, I sleep. The following morning I wake up. The first thing I look at is my phone, expecting to get a message from SportPesa telling me that I have won a lot of money. But to my surprise, no message, no nothing. In fact, it was just a message to tell me about the next day's games, as they used to do. If you fail a bet, or if you lose a bet, they used to send you games for the next day, so that maybe you can you can get to bet the next day and maybe try your luck. So I don't find a congratulations message, so that automatically tells me that I did not win the games. So now I decided to go into my M-Pesa account, my SportPesa account, to check how the games turned out and compare them with the receipt that the guy had given me. So I log in, and to my surprise, guys, the games went absolutely I don't even know how to say it, 100% opposite of the expectations I had, or what the receipt insinuated the games would turn out like. Yeah, so I check my SportPesa account, I look at the games, the way the games turned out, and the receipt that I was given, to just compare and see whether maybe I had not placed the bet as I was supposed to place it, or maybe the results were different. And my guy, let me tell you, everything was totally opposite of what was in the receipt. So now I sit and think that this guy literally conned me, or maybe he sent me the wrong receipt. So I decided not to judge quick, and I decided let me reach out to this guy and talk to him to try and understand whether the receipt was different, or maybe the games went as they did. Yeah, so I go to Telegram, I text this guy that the receipt you sent me yesterday of this and that game, I placed the bet just as you told me to do, and I lost everything. So would you kindly try to make me understand what happened, why the games went totally opposite of what you had told me, or maybe tell me whether maybe you can compensate me. So the guy blue ticks me and blocks me like instantly. Yani, like the moment he sees my text, he blue ticks me and blocks me instantly, and even he goes ahead to remove me from his Telegram group. So now I'm left there with nothing, like literally with no money, with a lost bet, and without anybody to tell about it, because who are you going to tell about something that you did not tell them about when you are doing? So I just take it to myself and I sit and think about it, and I just console myself and tell myself that better times are coming. I'll get to to win another bet and maybe compensate the money that I had lost to this guy. But my friend, let me tell you, you know what? It never happened. Betting it's a very risky game, and it never happened. So fast forward, like several months later, I was with a friend of mine, and I was still betting. Yani, I don't even know how I managed to get the courage and the confidence and all that to go back and like risk my money again after that incident. So this is the second time it's happening, and now I'm with a friend who tells me about this other guy who was like doing the same as the other guy before. So in order to convince me, because once bitten twice shy, I told the guy, you have to give me like a real receipt that will turn out just as the receipt insinuates, and then I'll be able to now see whether I can contribute money to buy the sure ons again. So the guy sends my friend a receipt with the games that we were supposed to place a bet on, and we went to the betting site. We placed the first game, but on checking the other game, we were not able to find it. So we found another game like with teams with almost the same names, and we thought that was the game that we were supposed to place a bet on. So we went ahead to place the bet, and at the end of the games, the first game turned out just as the receipt was written, and then the other game went opposite, and that's how we lost our money. But then again, in order for us to be convinced more, this guy goes ahead to send us a screenshot of how the games turned out, the ones that he had indicated in the receipt. And yeah, it's true, they turned out just as the receipt was written. So we are convinced. We decide to go ahead and changa some money to pay for their owns, and yeah, we do it. So now this is where everything goes bitter or sour, just like the previous story I've given you. So the guy said we gather some money. We include even some 2 other friends. We are 4 now. We have contributed enough money, enough to buy ons that amount to 200 ons, and we are like, okay, when we place this bet, you guys, by tomorrow everybody will be several hundred thousands richer, and we encourage each other and we go ahead to place the bets. And just like the previous bet, everything turns out opposite. You guys, yani, I woke up again, looked at my bed slip, and I was shocked. I don't know how I don't know how I managed to get convinced to fall into the same trap again. But yeah, it happened, and I lost money the second time. And this time, guys, it was more money than the one that I had lost the other time. Yeah, it made me sit down, think, is this thing demonic? I literally like end a whole meeting with myself. I told myself, this is the last time you're doing this. This is the last time you are like trying this get quick rich scheme. My guys, let me tell you one thing. Gambling and all those other get rich quick schemes are all lies. If you want to lose your money quickly, your hand and money quickly, then go for them, because I can't guarantee anybody those get rich quick schemes. Even the people you see winning, they usually lose a lot of money before they win. And who knows when you're going to win? Maybe you'll bet the whole of your life and die without winning even a single cent. So my guy, if you're betting, I discourage that. I totally discourage that. So yeah, that's my story, you guys. It's becoming too long, so that's my story. That's how I ended up losing a lot of money. So yeah, the total amount of money I lost to betting, I can't even tell my guys, because it's a lot. But the money that I was conned, I usually call it being conned, although I knew what I was. It's like I'm the one who gave out the money, but I felt conned at the end of the day. So yeah, it's being conned. So the money I was conned was, yeah, it's a quite huge amount of money. Yeah, considering that I was a student back then, I didn't have a source of income. So even if it was money earned from betting, it was still money that could do something, that could buy something that could be useful to me. So yeah, that's what happened. That's what went down. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you have ever been into betting and what was your experience, or if you've ever been conned. Let me know your experience in the comment section. And if you have watched my video up to this point, thank you so much. Yeah, be sure to like this video, be sure to share it, be sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and see you in my next video.